and in line the timeline, okay, and then plus some small steps that you do. Remember, we say that we always want to go for 1 degree shift. Don't go for 180-degree big change. Nobody can last that long. Okay, I'd rather you go for small step, small step, small step, and see the result and enjoy the success. Okay, what we do with this, like right now, for example, we know we are right here 2023, and it relates to the E sector. Okay, E sector. So this will be the years, okay, the time space connection system one. So we want to know right now here, you see, for example, what is going on right now around us in the world is we have war, we have inflation, we have all these things. We are actually going through the winter. Remember we talk about the winter thing? Okay, we are going through the winter. So don't despair during winter. Why? Because you should be happy. You should be excited. Because once winter pass, which winter will pass, the spring will come. Now, when the spring come, are you ready? Okay, don't tell me when spring come, then you start to get ready too late. You should make use of this winter time to get yourself ready. Ready means what? Connect yourself to the universal system, seize the time advantage, put up your vision board and all these things. So when the right time comes in, you find that, wow, even the economy is in your favor. Okay. So just because spring come, there's no sign that you're going to look good in your harvest. And this is what I mean. So plan now. During winter, the best time to plan. Okay. So how can we take advantage of the spring? If it comes. It boils down to the vision board. Okay. Now, vision board, I know some of you might have done this vision board before, but this vision board is not quite like that vision board that you may have done in some of those motivational workshop or personal development workshop. Not quite that same. Okay, same but different. Okay. Now, creating a vision board is more than merely cutting out magazine pictures and gluing them to a board, hoping to attract your desire, and then I place it onto the wall that you think you can see one that can catch your attention. It can work in some ways, but at some point in time, it's going to affect your feng shui. Why? Because in the vision board, you place almost everything from car to aeroplane because you want to go on tour, to swimming pool because you want to have a house with a good luxurious swimming pool, maybe with a good barbecue pit. How many energies are you putting into the vision board? And if you sway display on the wall that's in the northwest sector where you have swimming pool and you have a barbecue pit, which is fire, isn't that going to hurt your feng shui? And if it's a northwest, is it going to hurt your relationship with your boss? So doing this vision board haphazardly may lead to accidental attraction. Accidental attraction means attracting all the wrong thing. Okay, all the wrong thing. I call it accidental attraction. I think this is the last thing that all of us want. Okay, then what should we do with the vision board? We are talking about outer world already. Still talking about outer world and then how to co-create outer world by using vision board. Is now the power of vision board is so powerful that I've been using it for more than 10 over years. Okay, once I discovered that it's so powerful, I've been using it every year, recalibrate a bit, so that I know the next few years, this is what's going to come for me. And this is what something that I want. Okay, so why it works so well is number one, it comes from your choice. Okay, it comes from a choice, what you really want from the inner world. That is how we bring out the inner world to the outer world. Okay, and next, I think in earlier lesson, I think module 3, the game changer, we have already worked on the RAS. Okay, RAS to switch on the RAS to say that, okay, bring in only things that I want to see one. Right? And then we also talk about the symbolism, the power of symbolism. That means display the powerful, positive vibes items. And the best is that items, that symbolism is able to bring on the meaning of what you want. If you want money, then maybe have one symbolism that, maybe a person carrying a lot of money or a lot of gold bar. This is a very good symbolism, but place it at the right sector. Okay. Next, we talk about the power of consistency and alignment. Okay, remember we say when you make choice, right? Always ask the question about, is this choice that I'm about to make bring me closer to my grand plan or bring me further away from my grand plan? This is called alignment and this is called consistency. But every time you are recalibrating yourself. Okay, and then when you are able to connect to the universal connection system and seize the time-space connection system, the time-space advantage, wow, you can see this vision board comes on very powerfully. 无法挡啊. Okay, so vision board basically means, right, tie in with the timing. Okay, tie in with the timing, and you want to display, for example, image, phrases, items, or combination of all these things in the form of good symbolism. Okay, positively charged, right, and then place it at the right sector that can bring on the kind of characteristics that you want. For example, if you want sales, then you bring on a image, phrases, items, or combination that is about sales and put it in the southeast. Okay. So best is one image or one item brings out the key essence at one glance. Okay. So Lin is asking, the poster from you can also be a form of vision board. Yes, that can be a form of vision board. It is especially curated and designed to fit that the sector with the right intention in mind. Okay, that's the purpose. That's the purpose. So you'll see that most of my designs artwork comes with wordings. Is to invoke this vision board. Now you will understand better, right? Okay, I'll give you an example. Remember the one corporate client that I helped to expand their office 3 times? Thanks, Lin. Now you appreciate better. Remember the corporate client that helped to expand 3 times during 2020 COVID year when everybody else is downsizing? Now, in their office, I asked them, get your designer to talk to me. I will guide him or her to design the vision board for you. Okay, to design a vision board for you. Now, this is what they've come up with. Although not the best, but it's still doable. Okay, I think it's good enough already for them. Like for example, do they forecast 100% chance of winning? Okay, together everyone achieve more, right? And then our customer base grow by by happy customers that goes in and out of our doors. Very good phrases, right? The message is very clear, right? Very clear what you want the final effect to be. Very clear. How is the employee? Everybody together as a team achieve more. Okay, and will they be industrial leader? Okay, yes, they will be, because 100% chance of winning. Okay, and then their customer, will they be happy with the product? Yes, happy customer. All customer that comes in and out of the door are all happy customer. The message is damn clear. And when you put it at the right sector, it will brings on the energy. Question. Now, let me ask you this. The extreme right one, the happy customer one, where is the best sector to display? Where is the best sector to display the happy customer one? Not south. Sorry, Lin, not south. It's too yellow to be at south. Southwest. Thank you. Put right smack in the customer sector. You get my point? How about the second one, the middle one? Together, everyone achieve more, referring to the employee. Which sector is the best? Which sector is the best for the employee one? Together, everyone achieve more. It is the employee sector, right? Employee sector is what sector? Northeast. Okay, northeast, right? So this is how we, thank you, Lin, northeast. So this is how I work with the corporate client and their designer to come up with this kind of design and tell them exactly in the office where to place all this. Okay. And now I think they are the number one. They used to be a beginner entry level kind of player in the industry. Now I think they are the number one in the industry now. Okay, next, how to do it? Let me run through. Lindsay, finally, after 2 months of class with you, I now know what each sector represents. A small victory for myself. Yeah, congratulations. Very good. Good job. That's why I said you don't have to rush your learning. Small step each time, small step each time. Come back for workshop, come back for refresher, attend my new other programs. Somehow or rather, you will pick up one. This is how RAS works. Last time can't even tell. This is how your RAS works. You start to pump your RAS with things that you are interested to know. And I deliver in a way that you can understand. You get my point? So that works wonderfully well for I think most people. Also, this is a way to learn. Okay, next, how to do it? This vision board. This is the flow. And this said Northeast is employee, staff, support staff. Is that okay, Andy? So if you want to beef up your employee proficiency, go for the Northeast. Okay. So how to do this vision board? Number one, you need to know your intention and your milestone. Okay. When I say intention and milestone means, for example, that's why I created the power of intention program lah. So because if you don't know intention, you don't know what to put out there also. You get my point? Okay. So my corporate client intention is very clear to be number one. Very clear. Okay. So you have the intention, and then you also need to break it down into milestones. All right. Milestone say, for example, you have a 5-year plan, then you can break it out into 3-year plan, 2-year plan, and then 1-year plan. So you know next year you need to reach that milestone. Next year you need to reach that milestone. So in terms of year, you can tie it back to the sector already, right? So that milestone you can map the milestone onto the timeline. So if let's say you have a 5-year plan, now it's 2023, right? 5-year plan is 2028. So you know by next year, 1 year later, 2024, okay, you have to reach this milestone X. And you know 2024 will be Southeast. So you can now map already. My milestone X is actually relating to Southeast. My milestone Y will be maybe in 2027, which will be in, I don't know, 27 will be Southwest, something like that. Okay. Then you map it out. And then what you need to do is go and beef up the sector based on this timeline. Beef up the sector. Come up with a design. That design bring on one key message. That's it. Don't mess up thing. One key message. And what is the message? Is to reflect that milestone. Okay. So you create a vision board for each milestone, and then you just display the vision board prominently at the respective sector. So it's again up to your creativity how you design that artwork. If you want to use artwork, you go for artwork because it's so easy to design and so easy to put it up and so easy to change if I need to. Okay. Last but not least, do not violate the sector rule. That means when you do the design, if it's meant for Northwest, don't put a swimming pool there lah, or don't put a barbecue pit there lah. You get my point, yeah? Don't. This is what I mean by don't violate the sector rule. So Darren say, one thing I realized through the years, if we put poster, we do have the effect and outcomes during the activation. However, we recommend to take down poster after a few years or remain there. Okay. Now, my suggestion is I would want to re-energize if the message is still what the client wants. Okay. If the message or the essence of the artwork is still what the clients want, I may want to say, okay, let's find another good date, bring it down, clean it up a bit, re-bless it again, and then put it up. Okay, reactivate it again. Or if not, then say, why don't I change a new design for you? Since it's already fading already, let's change a new design for you. It works this way also. Okay, so Darren, there are a few ways that you can do it. If it still works, continue using it because it works. Yeah, Darren says sounds good. Good. So Lynn says, so can we change the message on the poster board by you? Can. Okay, can customize one. Can customize. But only thing, the artwork can be more difficult to find. The right picture can be more difficult to find than just changing the words. Okay, Lynn said, okay, got it. Okay, good. Thank you. Can ah? Okay, next, once you put everything up already, let me pull you back to lesson 1 again, which is talking about the bridge between the inner world and the outer world. The bridge, and that bridge is called action. Right? You may have worked on your inner world already, blah, 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 blah. You may have set up your outer world already, blah, 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 blah. Both seems to be in sync already, but it's still not done. Your job is still not done. You still need to bring on the bridge, which is the action. And that is where you comes in already. Pass or fail will depend on this stage, called the action. Okay? Called the action means none of these things that you put up, okay, will matters if there is no action by you. Okay? And whether it's big action, small action, I would say go for small action. Why? We always go for 风天小旭. Why? I think it looks more palatable, right? If I ask you to climb the ladder on the right side, then the one on the left side, it looks more palatable, right? This will be the better choice, right? And it's easier for you to climb, more digestible. And each time as you climb up, you feel more satisfied because when you look back, say, oh, I've climbed so far already. I don't feel it. This is the power of small steps. This is the power of 风天小旭. 不要小看. Okay, so those who are more greedy one and want to go for big step, let them do it. See how far it can bring them to. How long is their stamina? Okay, very difficult to hold on to it. Is that okay? So it's okay to keep on making small adjustments to stay aligned. Now, what it means here is that, your destination is fixed. Your destination is fixed. Now, this one is your master plan. But for now, you may plan to go by this way. Okay, route A. Along the way, you hit upon a obstacle and find that, oh, I need to adjust. Let me move by route B. It is perfectly fine as long as you stay with this master plan. Okay, and then after a while, you can move to C and then D. It's perfectly fine to alter the journey, okay, but not the destination. Why? Because in the synchronicity module, I talk about when universe throw you whisper or throw you spana, is telling you, please divert to a better path, to the right path. And that is why you need to adjust your path A and path B. So Darren is say, I like what you have shared. If the current poster is aligned with your mission, if not, it's time to tune in and sing for greater height to cross the next bridge to gain your 风天小旭. Thank you very much, Darren. Exactly. So everything is in your power. 在掌握之中. Why are we not using it, lor? You get a point. So that's why I've decided to say, hey, I should share this information out to everyone who are keen to become a better version of themselves. All right, but they have to start from the inner world and the outer world. So Lin said, Darren always speak like a sage. Almost ready, Darren, almost ready. Okay, so good job, Darren. All right, next. Having said that, I Ching always pull us back to ground, to earth. You always tell us, say that no matter what you do, okay, please stay true to your intention. 初衷, your 初衷, okay, 不要忘本, 不要, must go back to your 初衷. Right? So in I Ching, there is one little cycle here called 缘恨利真. Every one of us will have to go through this 缘恨利真. 缘 is your intention. Okay, 缘 is your intention or your master plan or whatever dreams or desire you have, life purpose that you have. And then you may say, okay, let's take action, and form your, build up your inner world, create your outer world, and then you take action and then you start to move. And once you start to move, right, you start to enjoy progression. Heng means can move. Progression. Then you start to see successes. You start to see money coming in. You start to see reputation coming in. Your career start to go up, things like that. Then because of all this progression, you start to have benefits. Status lah, power lah, authority lah, better pay lah, bonuses, increment. Then you start to say, oh, I can afford to change to landed. I can now buy Mercedes C-Class, something like this. That is the Li come in already. Everybody go through this cycle, me included. Okay, me included. So it is here that I Ching remind us there is a trap door. And where is the trap door? The trap door is at here. Let me clear the ink and show you where is the trap door. The trap door is here. This is the trap door. Everybody will face one at one point in time, and especially so in the benefits phase. When you start to grow big already, your head also grow big. I'm not saying you, I'm saying most people will do that. Head also grow big. Suddenly, yaya papaya already. And when they come to yaya papaya that time, and they start to 小看别人 or say that, hey, you're not my level, I don't want to friend you and things like that. They start to step into the trap door. And I Ching says, when you start to step into the trap door, okay, 痞卦 will come in. What is 痞卦? Is 天地痞 will come in. This is like a choke pipe. Okay, choke pipe means suddenly you find your downfall. Look at the what call that? The FTX founder, or the crypto one, FTX. Now it's become a fugitive. All right. So therefore, I think it's aptly to put in this slide here to remind every one of us there's always a trap door. If we start to enjoy successes in our life, remind ourselves from time to time there's a trap door. If you forget to remind, please come for the refresher. I will remind you. Okay. So all we need to do to avoid this trap door is to learn I Ching or attend my classes. Okay. And then the next thing you can do on your own is to always go back to your origin. Stay true to your origin. Stay true to your master plan. Stay true to your inner world. 初衷, everything stay true. Okay. And that's where you can grow even bigger, even bigger, even bigger. So Lin say, so if I have full-time job but trying to build my second career, is that considered as trap? No. I Ching never say that you cannot have a second career. I Ching never say that. All right. But you shouldn't have conflict of interest. That's about it. Okay. So Lin say because universe isn't clear. All right. I Ching never say, so you can do lah. It's just that you need to know what you are doing. If let's say you have a career and you have a second job and both conflict, then you have a conflicting intention. That's about it. Oh, and I Ching always don't like conflicting intention. They want to be aligned, everything to be aligned. So Lin says, so you are saying that if the intention is clear and true, then the cycle will run smoothly. Yes. If everything else in the right place, intention true and clear, and your inner world, you put it nicely already. Okay, you work on it nicely, and outer world, you set up very nicely also, and you put in the right action, you make the right choices, you make the right move each time, then the cycle will run smoothly. Okay, then how to make the right choices each time? There are two ways. Number one, not in fact three ways. Number one is to go back to that synchronicity thing. I think last week I talked about, if you want to make a choice, always ask the question whether this choice I'm about to make, is it getting me nearer to the intention or further away. That is number one, to help you decide whether you're making the right choice or not. Number two, if it's so complicated, the situation, you may want to cast a prediction card to guide you along. That one is in the I Ching prediction course. Number three, if you don't like all these formula thing like I Ching prediction, then you go for something more philosophical, like the art of maneuvering, which I will teach on in the AOM series. Every hexagram describes a situation. So if you know your situation, you look out the hexagram that describe the situation and take guidance from there. That will help you make the right move. So there are actually three powerful systems out there that you can use to help guide you along the way to make the right step each time. Is that okay? All right. So Lin is saying, so this is just a leading cycle of what will happen if everything is synchronized. That's right. That's right. Exactly. That's right. And then don't forget the trapdoor. Okay. Last but not least, I'm not done. A few more slides to go. Okay. Few more slides to go. This I'm talking about the time to go exponential, because when we go exponential, our head will go exponential too. I want to bring you down to earth. Now first. Now, when you see successful people around there in the Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all these things, you see how successful they are. They post pictures of their, overseas trips lah, they are beautiful, Bentley car lah, all these things. what we get to see is only their visible success, but we don't get to see their invisible failure. Every one of us will have a visible success and also the fair share of invisible failures. Okay, so if you want to really enjoy their visible success, you may have to go through their invisible failure as well. So that's why throughout the whole program, although I share with you successful case study, sometimes I also share with you where I fail miserably, like the dustbin that I showed you yesterday one. You get my point? Okay, so there's always the yin yang thing, the visible part and the invisible part. So don't envy people lah. Don't envy people. They have their fair share of problem also. Okay, so just envy yourself because you are progressing. Is that okay? Next, for you to be able to make first gear to fifth to work for you well and exponentially well, you have to start learning to do this. Have the ability to get comfortable feeling uncomfortable. You get my point here? Must have the ability to get comfortable feeling uncomfortable, because you might have to step out of your comfort zone and then step into an area of uncertainty, and that is where your amygdala will comes on very strongly to say, are you sure you want to do that? It's better for you to stay put where you are. Okay, you have to start getting comfortable, and then have the ability to get comfortable with not knowing the answers. I know all of us are conditioned and then trained to say, if you want to make a decision, you must know everything out there, then you can make an informed decision. Now, sometimes first gear to fifth don't work this way. Sometimes synchronicity don't work this way. Sometimes you have to leave it to the universe to guide you. Okay, so it's just like car lamp effect. The car, when you turn on during a very absolutely night weather road condition where there is no street lamp and you only have your car lamp to depend on, even though you turn on high beam, there's only so far that you can see up ahead. There's only so far. Anything beyond you can't see. It is like our life. You just have to trust that you have planned up your vision board for the next few years, that you can see one. You will go on. Whatever beyond, as you move on year by year, you just have to recalibrate and extend your high beam to the next meter, year by year. This is what we do. This is what successful people do. They may have a 10-year plan, 20-year plan, but beyond 5 years, they really can't see what can or cannot do. They just have to have faith that it will all connect up in the future when they look back. Okay, so must have the ability to get comfortable with not knowing all the answers, and yet you still make your move forward. This is what I did. More than 10 years ago, I decided to do a career switch, drop from my high pay job, come into this life coaching industry, and become a beginner and start all over again. Okay, so next, have the ability to get comfortable with not needing to know the answer. Why? Because I have faith in the universe. As long as you have adequate, sufficient answers, okay, to get you going, 搞了, the rest, you recalibrate along the way, adjust along the way. Okay, otherwise you will still be in square one after many, many years of procrastinating. And then 10 years later, when I ask you how is things, you say same law. Okay, no big deal. We don't want that to happen to ourselves. Huh? All right, so any question? Right? If not, I've come to the end of this entire program. I hope you have a full, better understanding of the inner world and outer world, how they works for you and how they work against you also, and what you can do to sync these two worlds together. Okay, Lindsay, submit our report card to you. Okay, Ken, I'll be excited to hear from you as a report card. Okay, so Darren say, for myself, at time I need to let go clients that which I can't help. It's not easy, but need to remember 5 elements teach me there are certain elements we are not good. Exactly. There are certain things I won't touch. Okay, like for example, spiritual goals, all these things, I'm not touching. Yeah. So therefore I tell myself 可以修与进步，但不要勉强自己. Yes. 易经 always say 尽人事，顺天命. Just do your best. Once you do your best and you find that you can't really help anymore, then so be it. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself. Okay. Very good. Okay. Any quick question? If not, then I will say to you, all the best to your success. Okay. Work on this. Work on your inner work. Work on your outer work. Any quick question? Let me skip to the last slides. My parting slides. Okay. To sum up, we have covered 5 gears in this entire program. First gear is to talk about the inside out principle. Why is it important to know your inside inner world and your outer world. And then the second gear, we talk about the RAS and the amygdala. Okay. And then third gear, we talk about the language of the universe, basically the what call that, the yin yang lah, the eight trigram lah, the earlier have an eight trigram, later have an eight trigram, and then the universal connection system, then the time space connection system, synchronicity. All these things are language of the universe that not many people teach you about. Okay, even though they does teach you the academical part of it. All right. But in this program, I teach you how to see, how to use, how to feel it also. Okay. And then we move on to the fourth gear, how to co-create the two worlds together and then be in sync. Last but not least, the fifth gear, the 3D vision board. How can we do an effective 3D vision board? Very much different from the one that you have learned in some other motivational workshop. Okay. So with that, we cover all the 5 gears from first gear to fifth. So Darren say, I thought got the 6 gear bonus section. Haha. The 6 gear is really for you to want to go deeper or not. Okay, really want to go deeper or not. Which I going to come up with a slides to show you if you want to go deeper to further work on your inner world or the outer world. I have 2 options for you. Okay, so but before that, can you type in the chat box one-liner? What have you learned in this entire program that you can start using in your life? Lin says, so many things this course is very intensive. Yes. Previously, I called this as a boot camp. Yeah, previously I called this a boot camp. Darren say, re-energize my poster. Okay, good. Should about time. If let's say it's many years already, and if let's say the essence of it, the intention of the poster is already outdated, you're no longer having that kind of intention, then it's time to rephrase it, or if it still stands, then re-energize it. Yeah. Lin say, co-create the universe. We are not alone. Exactly, we are not alone. Universe is always there, right? So Andy said, reduce unnecessary friction. Yes, exactly. Okay, exactly. Yeah. All right. So how many of you would like to work further on the inner world? And how many of you who like to work further on the outer world? Let's have a show of hand. A is the inner world. B is the outer world. Then I'll show you a path. Darren say A and B. Thank you. Lin say, I'm interested in everything. Laugh out loud. Okay, so A and B. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Andy say B. Okay, B. B means the outer world. Okay, fine. Then here you go. Lin say he meant both. Both. Oh, sorry. Andy, so sorry. Because there's a space I thought is B, then outer world. Okay. So sorry. So both. So A and B. Okay. Now, last year, same thing. The student also asked me about what if they want to work further, work deeper into their inner world and the outer world. What is there for them? Okay. And based on their feedback, I've come up with these 2 options. These 2 new program. The left side is called the Awaken the Unseen Energy Within. I think I mentioned this many times in the entire program. There are certain things that you can do in the physical world, but there are certain things that you can't really do in the physical world. For example, you have a construction out there, so massive north-south corridor, those are MRT construction out there. You can't do anything in the physical world. While you can put something in the living room, but there's other thing that you can do in the energy world. Okay, or maybe you have a dispute with a friend and the friend is ignoring you, don't want to talk to you. No matter how many times you call him, he's not answering your call. you can't do that anymore in the physical world. You can do that in the energy world. So this, the left side one, is the part that will give you the knowledge and the skills and the technique how to do it in the inner world. Okay, dealing with the subtle energy, right? And this is also where you have to build up your inner world intensively. I will guide you through various exercises, right? How to do it through. Okay, so that's why I call it as the awaken the unseen energy within, and I make it all black except the unseen all white to show you the contrast. Okay, so this is the purpose is to shift your inner world towards abundance. This is for your deeper work. If you want to work deeper in your inner world, yeah. So it is in June, 3 lessons, 2 to 5. This is the fee, yeah. Live online, yeah, online, yeah. Okay, then the right side is if you want to further your learning in the outer world, like what I say now, the outer world, the form feng shui in this program, what I've just touched is just to scrap the surface only. There's so much more thing I want to share with you. But I can only do that in the full program like this. And even in this full program, I can only touch in this 3 lessons the external portion. There should be another one coming up that's talking about the internal. Internal means inside the house, what do you do? Your bed lah, your sofa lah, the altar lah, the stove lah, what do you do? Okay. And then what do you call that? This one, Form Feng Shui external, is only on external. Is in August. Again, 3 lessons online. Okay, and this is the fee. Lin say, actually, the Form Feng Shui, do you want to consider include on-site assessment too? Will be more relatable. Okay, now I can do that, but because unless someone want to volunteer the house, otherwise when we see and we say, right, we cannot verify whether it's true or not. I know a lot of people are asking for on-site, but I need volunteers to volunteer the house, their office, or whatever. Or you know some building and know their backstory. Same thing with external. When I say this building, whoever you this office, they're gonna have very lousy boss or their boss are going to change. We can't tell right or wrong. Okay. Darren said got early form feng shui ma. What is early form feng shui? But I will consider your consideration, Lin. If I can find a good opportunity to conduct a practical lesson, I will do it. Yeah. Teach early. Yeah. Oh, teach early. That is the earliest I can have. Okay. In fact, I wanted to push the form feng shui later one, but no. Due to request, I push it to August. That's the earliest I can do. Is that okay, Darren? my bad. Apologies. Okay, so this is the fee here. But today, because you've attended the Lin, yes, each training once a year. I don't want to stress myself out. So I want to have a enjoyable retirement year. So every training once a year. Okay. Because you have attended this first year to fifth, I'm going to give you a special package. All right, special package. No, Awaken the Unseen right now, if you sign up on a single program, is 484, usual is 798. Eating Form Feng Shui External, if you sign up single, is 599, usual is 798. But today, up to 31st March, that means end of this month, it will be 1,000. That means you save $83. Okay, usual price, if you sign up, normal time, it will be 1,596 for both programs. Okay, so you have up to 31st March to sign up because this is not in my website. If you want to sign single program, you can go to the website and sign up. But if you want to take up this bundle deal, it's not programmed in my website, so you have to do pay now. Okay, pay now, and then you inform me once you do the payment. I will process for you manually. Okay, is that okay? Okay, next. Lin say you got too many good training. I don't know which one to prioritize. Don't rush into the attending all my training just because the timing of my program. Sign up those programs that you feel that can advance you in some ways that you need to. Okay, so for example, your form feng shui, your career, or if you want to improve your way of making choices, then come for eating prediction. Something like this. Okay, next. Just 打广告. What is coming up next 2 months? Okay, that's the next 2 months. Is this one is April. April will be eating prediction, 6 lesson online. Okay, live online. And then in May, unlock the eating secrets. Okay, art of maneuvering one only. There are actually trilogy to this. But this in May is only part one. AOM 1, 3 lessons. Okay, live online. And then also in May, is this in May? Yes, this is in May. This is a 3-hour workshop talking about money chakra. Okay, talking about money chakra. Okay, so this is what is upcoming for the next 2 months, April and May. Right? Okay, so before you go, I hope you, before you shut down your phone, before you shut down your laptop or desktop, can you go to this link? I will share this link in the chat box now. Wait, give me a minute. For the feedback form. Okay, good and bad feedback I also welcome. So if you like what you have attended, so maybe you can give me a good testimonial so that future students give them a confidence that they should also attend this program. Yeah. Okay. So this is the link to the feedback form. So before you shut down, please do go to this link and then give me your feedback and testimonial. Yeah. After that, you'll be redirected to the Flash Deal Corner. So if you want to sign up any courses and programs, you can go there. Yeah. For new students, I will send you your e-certificates in the coming week, right? And then the video will be sent for processing. And once they're ready, it will be uploaded to the portal and at the same time to the community platform. Now, we have a community platform whereby we can continue our learning. Inside there, if you have questions or you have inputs or case study you want to share, you can go to the community platform and share it there. Okay. So if you're not joined, please join the community platform. I'll give you the link to join in the chat box. Give me a minute. Okay, this is the link to join the community platform. So there are 2 steps to it. You first of all create an account for yourself. Then once you join already, I will open the access to this first year to fifth alumni channel. Right? So there are 2 steps to it. First, you just join and create an account for yourself. Then once you join already, I will open access to you to join the first year to fifth channel. Okay. And last but not least, subsequently, if I run this class again, I will invite you back for refresher. If it's online, it's free. Okay. But if it's classroom, then I may need you to pay for a token fee to help me defray the cost. Okay. So that's about it. Any quick question so far? So if no, reminder, the bundle deal is up to end of this month, 31st March. 1,000 for both program and only by pay now. Yeah. Okay. So if there's no further question, then thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I hope you've enjoyed this program as much as I do and you find them useful. And please do something to make yourself, help yourself. So have a good week ahead. And I hope to see you in class real soon. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, link, yeah, that the link doesn't work. Then use the link that I share with you. Thank you. Bye bye. Okay. Thank you, Lin. Thank you, Darren. See you. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. See you soon.